Hey guys, Verbal Engine 95, recording live from the local county prison cell. For some reason, even though Death Battle has decided to make their videos twice a week, I've decided to slack off and not do this as often as I normally do. So, I'm gonna bring you a fight that I've been kind of mulling over a little bit. A lot of the fights I have written down that I'm gonna do are like that, where I'm just like, do I want to do this one yet? Do I have all the information? Do I want to, not all the information, but do I have enough information? Is this something that I feel like I want to do right now? But I just figured I'd get this one out of the way because, you can't just keep stockpiling stuff and not, do any of it. Um, so this fight is M.O.D.O.K from Marvel, um, versus Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, I saw this on a requested, on like a video, or like a death battle suggestion kind of thing. I saw this on like a fan made trailer, I think, and I was like, yeah, I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. I could see that happening. I mean, we got Shredder, Silver Samurai, and I guess that's kind of a difference, but because that's, well, I mean, yeah. See, for Ninja Turtles characters, a lot of time you really have to, like, a lot of them are very basic, so you have to, like, bring everything you can out of it. Um, this fight is no more fair than that one, I think, but it's probably the same sort of thing where you're gonna bring everything you can. Um, so let's go over M.O.D.O.K. Immunogenically, like, enhanced being, that human being that he was an AIM scientist, and he had meant to make his, the largest human brain on the planet, and he succeeded, but in doing so made it so that he wouldn't be able to, like, function as moving around and stuff. So they essentially made him into a living weapon by giving him, not only did he have a computer like mind, but he also has the Doomsday Chair, which is a chair that supports him but also lets him increase his mental capabilities, which allows him to have actual psionic abilities, like psychic abilities. Several of them, actually. He's got telepathy, he's got mind control, he can shoot psionic, like, blasts, like mental blasts, and he can create force fields of mental energy, which are capable of withstanding nuclear level explosions. So that right there is, you know, is the scope of his power. But probably his best trait is not only just like his scientific mind. Like, he's one of the few people that can, like, build a cosmic cube and, like, comprehend it. So he's got, like, there are like Silver Surfer. I don't even think could comprehend the. He's got intellect on the level of, like, cosmic entities. You know what I mean? Like he's got, like, intellect that compares to, like, Galactus and Molecule Man and shit. Um so but that's not even his greatest ability. The greatest ability is his intuition, due to being able to, like, just process information at such a high rate and in such a large volume. He's able to guess and predict events with so much accuracy that it's essentially like clairvoyance. One of the few psychic abilities he doesn't have, but he essentially has it with just his mind. He can pretty much, just the scope of information he can process in such a short time, he can essentially predict the future. Um, so I mean, he can't move his physical body. He has had, like, a robot body before, but that shortly got. And actually, right now, he's not actually a thing anymore. Amadeus Cho depowered him, but that's not. Um, but, like, he's been able to fire sonic blasts that, like, were able to knock back, like, Thor and the Hulk. His tech rivals, like Iron Man. He's one of the smartest, creatures in the Marvel universe. Um, so yeah, he's got a lot of power at his disposal, and he's got a lot of repertoire. There's a reason he's not, like, an Iron Man villain or like a Captain America villain. He's a an Avengers villain. Like he's taken on the whole team. He's usually assisted, but he's taken on the whole team. You know, so like fighting the Avengers level guy. Then we'll move on to Krang. So Krang is an alien. He's an Utom is what their race is referred to. He's from Dimension X, so another dimension, new galaxy, interdimension, intergalactic planetary. Um, so he came to Earth essentially to conquer it. And he when he came here, he met the Shredder. Origin story goes back and forth. There's been like a million Turtle universes, much like there's been a million Marvel universes. But in some incarnations, his biosuit is, which it's called a biosuit, but it's like it's an android. It's a mech suit. It's not like made of flesh or anything. It's nothing bio about it. I guess you could argue that he's like it's like attached to his biology or something, so it's moving in coordinates with that. But that's I don't really think that's a biosuit. You know, says the guy who can totally build a biosuit. Yeah. Um. Yeah, anyway, he's So this suit he has, it's able to manipulate its size. It's able to open up portals to other dimensions, but mainly Dimension X. And it's able to like restock itself with weaponry essentially because it just has an absurd amount of weapons in it. I mean, he's fired missiles, lasers, even like medieval weaponry. He's created like he's made like a crossbow. He's made an axe. He can create a sword. He can create like a mace. He can like just chain buzz saws, drills. He can just chain. He can shoot his hands out like rockets, which is weird because he already has missiles. So I don't know why he would need that. And he also has rocket propelled flight with wings, by the way, which is important. No, it's not, but still. So this guy's just a walking armory. Like I said, he can increase his size to the point where he's like the size of a skyscraper. He's been able to fight like kaiju sized characters because of that. And even in its base form, he's strong enough to like punch through like the streets of New York City. Like not like the streets as in like the environment or the neighborhood. No, I mean like the physical like road of New York City into the sewer system, and he's done the opposite where he's punched out of the sewer system and gone through the streets. So like he's also got a lot of power at his disposal and a lot of weaponry at his disposal. Krang himself is also incredibly intelligent and strategic. And he's also kind of like a sociopath where I mean, I guess you could say that the fight, I mean, I just kind of thought this was a cool fight because, two kind of gross looking characters that are inside of it. But then, also, Krang is literally a dictator who, he doesn't look like it because he's a little slime ball, but like, I mean, I'm not calling him a name. He's literally like made of like, so he's like a brain with tentacles and a face. But he's a conqueror. Like he goes to other dimensions to like take them over and like enslave the populace and all. So he's like he is a serious level threat, and like M.O.D.O.K is literally designed for conquest. So it's like, or combat, and the K stands for different things in certain, sometimes it's combat, sometimes it's conquest, whatever. But like these are two war machines. So who would win in this case? Krang is a lot more powerful than you think. Especially, he's a lot more powerful than he looks, because he looks stupid. But M.O.D.O.K, I think, just has this. I mean, when your shields can withstand like a nuclear explosion, and the other guy's throwing like crossbow bolts at you, and and when you can essentially predict the future, yeah. Plus, you're fighting him with tech. And this guy is like, this genius level. So, I mean, he would definitely be able to exploit whatever. If there is a weakness in that Krang suit, he'd be able to exploit it. So, I think pretty comfortably M.O.D.O.K has this fight. But I still think this is a cool fight. I still think this is an interesting one to do. But yeah, I just wanted to get this one out of the way. So, anyway, Verbal Engine 95. See ya.